Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. It's Mary Jane. Let's talk about Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 5, Episode 2 is going down. Lyrica and A1 marriage is on the fritz. We got rumors going on. We got K Michelle started the rumor about, Lyrica flirting around with Safari and wanted some of that Safari penis and wanted some of that eggplant. And then we have Bridget. And then we have Brooke also co-signing the situation. Also, we have Brooke saying that, A1 hasn't dropped that penis off to Lyrica in a long time. And that's why she's feeling Safari. And she's actually seeing Safari's penis wrapped around his leg. So how she see that? And then we got for the next episode, we got Lyrica mom saying, hey, you told me Safari sent you some inappropriate, text messages and pictures. So it seems like the verdict is going not good for Lyrica with her marriage at A1. Whoa. And then we have K Michelle actually saying that Paris, had her card all the way declined, like she spent up $100,000, $20,000, but Paris is saying she only used the card for a ride and it was actually only $50. So which one is it? Did she decline the card? Was only $50 on the card that it declined, or did she spend more? Because Paris is actually saying she only took $50 and she said it right in front of K Michelle's face. But when K Michelle was talking to Bridget, she made it seem like she declined the card, that she took all the money off the card, like there was a whole bunch of money on the card. And Bridget was like, okay, Paris didn't tell me that, so what's going on? And then we got Brandy Norwood. She looks like she's pregnant. She looks like she dropped a baby. If you ask, Moniece, she'll say that Moniece would tell you that she believes that Brandy had that baby for Princess, but she could just be gaining weight because it's middle age weight. That just happens. It could be water weight. Who knows what's going on with that situation? I was like, oh no. And so we got Lyrica. She's performing her hit song and everything. Bridget Kelly shows up. Not Bridget. Brooke, she shows up. She meets Princess. They have a little dialogue. They talk. Everything is all good. Princess talking about that, she's having problems with Ray J and Mama Norwood. Like there's situations going on. And Ray wants her to apologize. Ray's been out in the street hanging. He hasn't been home. And, she's having a difficult time. And she don't care less whether Mama, sister, brother, daddy shows up when she has her baby and she's having her reveal party and she got to deal with that situation. I was like, wait, that's way too much for her to be going through. And then Brooke tells the ladies that she's engaged, that she got a marriage, she's going to be getting engaged to Marcus. And then she says that Marcus don't even know that she's engaged to him. Like she just took the ring and now she's claiming him like he's her fiance, but he's out here dipping and dapping with other women. And it's just like, come on, Brooke, like what's going on? You're a beautiful woman, but it really seems like you got low self-esteem and you don't love yourself and you don't respect yourself, because you're with a man that when you first was with him and you came on this show, he was already married. It didn't tell you that and you didn't even know. Then he was in the process of getting a divorce and he used his, he was hooking up with his paralegal, then he was dating other women, and now you're giving him the go-ahead to go sleep around and be with any other woman that he wants to, because you're not giving it up, because you're a born-again virgin and you don't want to get married, you don't want to have sex until you get married. Well, then that's the case. You need to pick a man that feels the same way that you feel, that wants to wait until their wedding night, to their honeymoon night. Why would you get a man that don't even want to wait for it? Like, he can't even hold off a little bit. He can't, you already wearing the ring, so you want to get married, so he can't wait a year, he can't wait 4 months, and can't wait 2 months. It might be a little bit difficult and trying, but when someone loves you and they want to be with you, they'll make you feel so secure and so comfortable where they don't even desire and want anybody else but you at that time. It seems like Marcus want anybody else but you, Brooke, and it just seems like you're the only person that don't realize that he don't want you, and you're hanging on by I don't even know how you hanging on, because he's trying to flick you off, wash you up, and throw you away as quick as he can, but you ain't trying to let him go, But then as soon as you get a man and you messing with somebody, he comes around. It's just like, why are we playing these games? You're an older woman, you got kids, you got a child, you trying to do your music career, and you just holding on to this man like this and telling him he can't be faithful for you. He's never been faithful to you. So which makes you think that he's going to be faithful to you when you get married, when you give him the coochie, if he ain't never been faithful to you from Jump Street? So moving on from that situation, and the girl's looking at her like she's delusional, and Lyrica's just like, K Michelle saying that I was flirting with Safari and texting Safari and all this other stuff, and you got Brooke in the background, in her confessional talking about, yeah, you guys were flirting at the Facebook Live, interview, blah blah blah. It's like, Brooke, you jealous, you mad because you don't got a man, you don't got a piece of man, you don't got half a man, you got nothing. He's out here whining and dining other women. That money he's spending on them, he could be preparing for your marriage, preparing for a place for you guys to live at, preparing for the wedding. So she's out here hating, like, damn, are you really Lyrica's friend? So why would you go around why would you tell Marcus anything? Marcus is not really your man, and he ain't act like he's with you at all. Like, oh, he chased you around last season, yeah, but now he's chasing around new pussy, and younger one is that. So I'm just like, come on, Brooke, you got to be doing you got to be doing better than this. So, Lyrica, she's upset because K Michelle said her marriage was fake and all this other stuff and was cracking on her clothes. We get that. We understand that. So it's going down. So we have Princess, she's there. She's feeling a certain type of way because of, Brandy and, Sonia, and then, just them wanting an apology for her. Ray J wants her to give an apology. Ray J shows up on the scene. They're talking about the gender reveal party that's going on. And, Princess was like, you haven't been around. I haven't seen you. Typical Ray. He's been gone. He disappeared and do whatever he wants to do. What kind of marriage do you got? Like, your man just disappeared. Let my man disappear for a day, 2 days, 3 days, and I don't know, and I can't have a conversation. And you just going, well, it is what it is. When you're a kept woman, you got to deal with you got to deal with it. It's just it is. It just is. So he wants her to apologize to his mom and his sister and all that other good stuff. And she's not really feeling like apologizing to them at all because she thinks she deserves an apology and she believes that it's Ray's fault. But one thing is, she shouldn't go to the media with the business. But they, like she said, they live their life in the public eye. They're public figures, But if you ask Moniece will tell you that, Brandy's having that baby because she looks pregnant and everything. Like, she looks swole, boy. You look like she gained like 400 pounds, man. She looked pregnant. So it is what it is with that situation, and they're going to show up for the gender reveal party, but we'll see what happens with that going on. And so then we have Marcus and A1. They meet up together and having a conversation, and Marcus was like, he's single, he's free, he don't got that drama, he's mingling, he's having a good time, he's having a good damn life. And he didn't even mention, that he's with Brooke and she gave him a hall pass. He's just like, I'm living my best life. He's living his best life. I would be too, living my best life. And so he's living his best life. And then A1 was like, hey, listen, I got a situation going on. I'm hearing that Lyrica and A1 are texting, flirting, and Lyrica wants some of that penis. K Michelle told me. And one thing K Michelle is, she might be crazy, she might be this, she might be that, but she ain't no liar. And so that's when Marcus was like, oh, guess what? Brooke told me that I was having that Facebook Live event interview that they was really flirting with each other and all this other stuff. I'm like, what is going on? Like, why we just snitching? We just dropping dimes? Like, that's why you need to keep your mouth closed, Brooke. But you know what? If you cheating, you cheating. If you flirting, you flirting. You shouldn't be doing what you doing. But damn, Safari, come on, Safari, why you gonna do that to your man? Why you gonna do that to your boy A1? You got you, A1, and Ray J done drop sperm in a cup together. Why you gonna do that, Safari? Why is Safari doing that? Like, Safari got enough women that want to be with him where he can just say, I don't want none of that Lyrica. But I guess she's too tempting, she's too sexy, she's too gorgeous with that dollar store wig on with the frizzy hair. Like, he was like, hey, I want some of that. So now A1 is feeling a certain type of way. He's ready to leave the studio. A1 is mad. A1 is upset. He wants to bounce. He wants to go find Safari. He's like, if you ain't, like, I don't know if A1's having sex with her or not, but that's the story. Brooke is saying that him and A1 and Lyrica not having sex, they're not doing it nasty. So you can understand, when you marry, you're supposed to, do what you gotta do. So now he's really upset because he's thinking like she might be cheating on him. He's feeling kind of hurt. Like, I feel you. And so then we have, I was like, damn, he just dropped a dime. And so now we have, Paris Paris is actually Paris is like, yo, I only took $50, so don't even try to play me like that. But then when you steal, you steal. Like, come on, don't steal from me, because if you steal from me, I can't trust you. Like, why can't you just ask me? Why can't you just ask me for $50 or for a car ride, or tell me right after you use it, or while you're in the process of the car picking you up, tell me, hey, listen, I just used your card, sis, I'm gonna drop the money in the account, or the money that you was gonna pay me this week, deduct it. Just tell me. So we'll see what happens. So we have Bridget Kelly. She meets up with, K Michelle. K Michelle was spilling the beans. She was just like, my car was declined. I was pregnant at the time. And then my assistant checked my card. It said decline. It was fraud alert. So I'm thinking it's over $100,000. It's over $10,000. It's over $5,000. But, Paris cleared that up when she met up with K Michelle, and was just like, it was only $50, but it was my $50, And so then that's when, K Michelle was like, yo, listen, I told, A1 that, Lyrica was out here flirting with, Safari and all this other stuff, and their marriage is fake and all this other good stuff. And then Bridget was in her confessional. Bridget Kelly's in her confessional, was like, yeah, Lyrica done told me that she was texting, but she didn't say texting. She did the little emoji, that texting or whatever. So, and she was like, they were kind of flirting. So we'll see what's going on with that situation. That situation seems too lit, like OMG. And so that's what the story is. I'm just like, damn, it's crazy. And so we get Apple Watch. She meets up with Lyrica, and Apple, she said that she had a hard time. She's out here stripping, and she wants to secure a better future for her kids, and she feels like having an argument with Lyrica was the bad thing, was a wrong thing to do, and she wants to make up because she wants to do business with A1. And so she meets up with Lyrica and apologized and said that she's sorry, and that she used to be on drugs, she used to sell her body, everybody sees her as this way, everybody sees her that way, and she doesn't want to be portrayed that way. She actually wants to do music. And Lyrica was like, a rapper stripper? She was like, yeah, hey, we got Cardi B. And so that's when A1 shows up to the scene, and he has a question for Lyrica. But first he invites, Apple Watts to, his his video shoot, for his EP or whatever, and they keep focusing on, A1's, fingernails. Like, come on, we know they black, please change it up, please do something. And so we have that situation go on and on and on. And so A1 was like, so what's going on with you in Safari? Like, I'm hearing this, I'm hearing that. He was like, let me see your phone. The text messages are deleted. If it was a friendly text messages and it was nothing flirting or nothing sexual going on, then why are you deleting the text messages? Because that's a clear sign of guiltiness. And then on top of that, he was like, Lyrica's feeling a certain type of way because she feels like K Michelle is coming into her marriage, breaking up her situation. And she's mad because, like, why is this woman getting like all this gumption and getting all this play in my marriage? And A1 was like, well, she's not the only one. Brooke told, Marcus, and Marcus told me. And so Lyrica is feeling a certain type of way. She's yelling, she's screaming. She was like, she don't give a fuck. She don't care. She's tired of this, and she ain't flirting with him. And she said that she texted him while she was in New York, and he texted both of us. It was a group text. A1 was like, no, you did not text. Like, no, you did not text us. No, it was no group text. Safari ain't text me. And then, Lyrica was like, well, when it was your birthday, I text him to come through. And so it's a whole lot of texting going on. When you don't text a married woman, a married woman shouldn't be receiving texts from Safari. And if she is, she needs to take them, show them text messages, screenshot them, send them to her husband to let him know, so bullshit like this don't happen if you actually serious about your marriage, if you actually trying to protect it. So now she's all up in a roar, yelling, screaming. She throws a drink. She's just acting mad guilty. And that's usually how guilty men act when they get caught cheating. Started explaining a sentence. Because some of them are really good. They're Casanovas. They Rico Suave. They can sit down. They can make you feel comfortable and secure. I'm like, hey, I ain't doing nothing. But she's going off. She could be going off because she's mad that K Michelle's getting this much play in her relationship, where she's actually trying to destroy some things. So now she's screaming, she's yelling, and she's running off the scene. She goes back. She talks to him. He was like, she yells, she screamed. Producers get Lyrica back inside, and he was just like, yo, why are you getting up so upset? Why are you getting so mad? And she was like, well, I'm staying at mama's house. I'm staying at my mama's house tonight. He was like, well, whatever, but this ain't done until I get to the bottom of this. So he's going to get to the bottom of this. He's going to find out what's going on. He is pissed. And he's mad at Safari straight up. And so now, you know, he got his video shoot. It looked like, you know, Alexis Sky was one of the video girls, in my opinion. Apple Watch, she's there. She showed up. She's serious. Ray J shows up. You know, A1 tells Ray J the business. And Ray J was like, well, you know, Safari's going to be down here for K. Michelle's, you know, concert or whatever she's booking or whatever, so you can find out then. And Ray J was like, nah, this can't be true, you know, we boys, this can't be going down. Apple Watch, she excused herself because she don't want to be in none of the drama. She don't want to know their personal business because she's trying to get herself up off the ground. But A1 asked her, did she have any bars? And she didn't have any bars. Baby, if you serious and you really hungry and you tired of dancing on that stage and you tired of shaking your ass for money, well, you gonna shake your ass when you know, become an artist. But it seems like you'll be just throwing out them lyrics, man. You'll be ready, be prepared, because maybe A1 would help you, maybe he won't. Maybe you're just a character in the show that they're pretending like you're an artist. I don't know. And like, yo, how long they gonna do this A1 and Safari bullshit? Like, damn, like, I don't want to see A1 and Lyrica marriage just unfold right before our eyes, because I had high hopes for them. I was like, look at this young couple doing their thing. They even got their mothers getting paid. Both of their mothers getting paid. You know, they on the show. They represent. They got music on the radio, or they're writing songs, or they go showing, you know, A1's fingernail polish. You need to just go with that clear. So we have that situation now. That situation's over. So we're going to see what happened next. I'm just like, yo, damn Lyrica, damn Safari. Safari, you should have a lot more respect for yourself too as well. But Safari's on both, you know, he's on New York, he's on LA, he's doing a thing out here. And Lyrica should have more respect for her marriage too as well. So, you know, she's leaving. I don't know, maybe if she ain't getting it, you know, it's hard when you ain't getting it. So, you know, Ray J invites, you know, A1 to his gender reveal party. gender reveal party. But, you know, A1 said he ain't going if Lyrica's gonna be there. And, you know, Ray J's like, damn, it's going down. Ray J was like, damn, I don't want my marriage to go out there like this. And so now we get to the gender reveal party. But before then, we have Brooke. She walks up. She's at Donatella. I don't know why Donatella's back. And, you know, Zell's not back because he was fighting. But so now she's having a party. Brooke is there. Brooke is talking to Paris. She's talking to Princess. They're all having a little conversation. And then boom, Brooke sees Marcus. Marcus is just chilling up in the cut. He didn't know Brooke was gonna be there. And then he's there with a young old pretty thing. I mean, his date was really, 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 really pretty. She was up there in the looks department, like, you know, Brooke is. And so, you know, Brooke is upset. She's mad. She's jealous. She's hurt. And she's finding out this ain't just a one night stand. This is actually his girlfriend. And then she's talking about, well, you know, Marcus was with me for Thanksgiving, New Year's, Christmas. Hey, and that don't mean nothing. And she was like, oh, you was. And then, you know, Marcus' girlfriend's like, oh, you was really with him or whatever. I'm just like, come on. He tries to give, you know, Brooke a drink. She was like, don't want to give it to me. I'll throw it. Then, you know, Brooke is trying to throw in that, oh, look at my ring or whatever. This is what you got to do. This is the man you want to marry. This is the type of situation you want to put yourself in. You think this is good? You think this is healthy for you? Healthy for your emotions? This type of situation is going to make you stay in a bad relationship. This type of situation is going to make you think that love don't exist, because you're putting yourself in a faulty situation when you know it's bad, and you know you can't handle him having sex with other women. So why even put yourself there? Why even continue a relationship with him when he already played you last season and did you in? But like, come on, we're not going to believe. I believe you had sex with Marcus. Come on, you're not playing with me. I believe you had sex with, you know, Keisha's ex-boyfriend, ex-husband. So now that situation's going down, and he was like, you know, Marcus don't feel no type of way. He was like, he's not caught up in there because she gave me the hall pass, and then he got a girlfriend. Is that like, so he's already betraying your trust again. He was only supposed to be hitting it and quitting it and not building and developing a relationship, but he's already developing relationships with other females. So he's already lying to you. He continues to lie to you. So how can you take him serious? How can you think you can marry him? So here we go. Now she's gonna have breast cancer or something like that to get his sympathy. You know, it seems like it's for sympathy, and she run into him like he don't care about you, baby. He already started another relationship, son. Come on. So now we got Princess, you know, and Ray J. Ray J's really proud of Princess. He's happy that, you know, she threw the gender reveal party. It's fabulous. It's nice. He wasn't a part of it. So we have Sonia, and, you know, she comes up and she's trying to, you know, confront Princess, because Princess won't apologize. She's saying, like, you don't go to the media, you don't do this, you don't do that, you don't do none of that kind of stuff, you know. And you know what? I don't want to argue with you right now, Princess, because you're pregnant and I lost the baby, so I'm not going to go there. So Sonia, she walks away, but Brandy, she stays behind, and she was like, we don't need this. You don't need to be doing that. You don't need to be going on the media. You don't need to be telling our business. And, you know, Princess was like, come on, let's get that act right. You be clapping back all the time. You always clapping back on the shade room. You always going back at people. Come on, like, is that a good role model? She was like, when the Brandy was like, well, I'm not innocent. I was like, okay, like, just to see Princess clap back, because most people will be intimidated and be scared of Brandy Norwood, just because of, you know, her being a star and being a legend, TV shows and things like that. But Princess is just standing up. She's like, you be clapping back at the shade room all the time. Like, come on. And so Princess is like, well, then, you know, Princess was like, I really don't care. You know, Princess is like, I don't really care about the crap. I don't care if these guys come around or not. So she's actually putting Brandy in her place. Brandy's kind of, you know, helped Princess, you know, with her marriage with Ray J. And Princess was like, yo, you ain't got to tell me. I'm not going to take advice from you when you can't even keep a man for 3 months. I was like, oh no, Princess. Ray J looked like he wanted to laugh, but he know that shit hit home, so he just walked away. Ray's father just standing there like, oh. It was like, Brandy can't take this. This is way too much. She's like, I'm not going to take a relationship advice from you. You can't even keep a man for 3 months. She was like, Brandy was like, come on, let's just chill out with the bullshit, you know. Putting your business out in the media and people talking. And then, you know, Princess was like, we're public figures. You know, people gonna talk about us regardless. So Princess is she's standing her ground right now. So, and then we get none other than, you know, Lyrica. She walks in, she's mad, she's upset, she got on them high boots, she got that blonde hair flying, looking all like Barbie doll ish. And we have, you know, Brooke, she's standing there, and Lyrica comes and confront her like, you told A1, you told Marcus this and that I'm having sex with Safari. I had sex with Safari, this and that. I'm texting him, I'm texting, something like that. And she was like, that did happen. Like, she didn't deny. She's like, that did happen. You guys were sexing and texting each other. And then that's when Lyrica was like, prove it, where's the receipts? And that's when Brooke was like, You effed him, didn't you? You effed him, didn't you? And so it went in, and then so Lyrica tried to throw the table. She tried to throw stuff at, you know, Brooke. Brooke is just laughing. She's not unbothered by the situation. She was like, you living your best life. You got your husband and your side dude. Too bad you don't got neither one. And so it's just like, But Ray J, and when A1 was talking, it was like, you got 2 people co-signing that Lyrica's flirting with, you know, Safari. Then that's the problem. Peace. I'm out. One love.